Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jax into Illaoi top. Illaoi started W so we can use our E to block the W and then go for an E trade. I should have kept walking with her to land the stun instead of going for that extra auto. Whoops. So, to sum up the Illaoi matchup, dodge her E or dodge the game. There are two main ways I like to dodge her E. One is to juke in and out of minions, to try to bait out her E and then jump on her. This one's less consistent because Illaoi will usually back off after she uses her E. The other method I like to do is just jump on her head and then dodge her E point blank. This one is more risky, because if she lands the E, she wins. But if she misses the E, then you win. So it's basically just skill checking. Now, before 6, the matchup is actually Jax favored, in such a way that even if she lands the E, you can just kill a tentacle nearby, and then she can't get much value out of the E. Unless she's too close to her tower for you to keep beating on her, that's the thing. So we're just trying to crash this wave here. I flashed on her to try to finish her off, but she had bone plating up. So I jump on her here again to finish her, to try to finish her off again, and then she levels up. It's a disaster. So I'm looking to dive her here. If she stays, then I'm just going to dive her. And if she doesn't stay, I'm just going to zone her off with creeps. Here I start my E a little bit early, whoops. So now I have no mana, time to recall. And unfortunately, here is Graves. Whoops, I wasn't respecting the jungler. So, I know I'm dead here, I accept that. So I'm just going to be as annoying as possible and waste as much of this Graves' time as possible. Just run into the jungle, just waste his time. There we go, we even get his flash, so that's super good. So we're gonna run back to lane here, try to catch our wave before it crashes. Illaoi is really low on health, he's actually coming up here. So, we can just jump on the Illaoi here and finish her off here easily. He's got our back, so we can just walk away, basically. We don't have to worry about the big wave and the Graves chunking us out there. Super good stuff. So now we slow push the wave back, make Illaoi lose as many minions as possible. Usually setting up a gank, so I'm looking for it. I jump on her head, she misses the E. Sidestep the tentacle slams. And there we go. Now we just shove in the wave here. So I like to go Ignite into Illaoi. My runes are Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Mana Flow Ban, Transcendence. I run this rune page when I am playing versus something that you don't really trade with. It's mostly going to be an all-in fight, because I like this rune page because it scales really well, with the Transcendence, Ability Haste, and the Mana Flow Band. So here I jump on her head, but I get hit by her E. Yeah, so that's what happens when you get hit by her E, you don't win that fight, right? But this is actually perfectly fine, because now neither of us have ults. And here's the thing, Jax without his ult is still a champion. Illaoi, on the other hand, with no ult, is half a champion. She doesn't do much without her ultimate. She's very ultimate-based champion. So if you go into her and fight her like that, and survive, and you guys end with similar health pools, you can just re-engage on her and win. So here Illaoi's a bit upset at us. She doesn't like that we took the plate off of her. So she's just gonna chase at us here, but she can't reach. But as I was saying, I also like to take Ignite into Illaoi because, like I said, this matchup is very all-in based. You're probably not going to melee range Illaoi more than twice before it turns into an all-in and one of you kills the other. So Illaoi's just sitting in the bush, slams us here. She doesn't really want to play against us anymore because we've been killing her a bit too much. Our Tentacle Slam just one-shots the backline minions. Good cripes. So we'll just set up a freeze here. Freezing versus Illaoi is pretty strong because it lets you force that fight. I could consider jumping on her head here, but I don't know where Graves is. That's the main issue here. I don't want to jump into a Graves gank. But here, we have to dodge the E. There we go. So her E's on cooldown now. So if she walks up, then I will jump on her head. Here, I mess up a bit, and here I miss my ult because I'm expecting her to walk up. And she just kites really well around the minions and stuff. Avoids the all-in. It's very important that you don't use your E before Illaoi uses her ult, because it lets you block her tentacle slam Ws. Because obviously if you can get 2 seconds of not being able to, for her not to W you in her ultimate, then it's so good. Here, we fake out our E, now we can just jump on her head. She has no mana, so we can actually just finish her off here. Ryze was coming for a gank, but it doesn't matter, we didn't need him. We shove this wave out because we can actually get a really good buy here if we shove the wave out there. Sell the pink, and then we get our Ionian Boots and Divine Sunderer. Super big ability haste spike. Plated steel caps would be good as well, but I could buy Ionian Boots right here, right now, and it's such a big power spike purchase. We are big now. Some action going on bot lane. Some action that didn't end well for us. So here she lands the E. You can't jump on her if she lands the E, so you gotta break the tether as fast as possible. So just hop to the oncoming creep wave. I like to use ward hops as well to break the tether if I have to. Because I don't want to take too much damage, right? From the spirit. So we're just doing the little dance you do under tower to make sure that Illaoi doesn't hit you with ease, right? We get the Divine Sunderer proc on her. She misses her E here, so we can just jump on her head here, actually. See, hold the E until she presses R, and you just win. But here's Graves, so let's get out of here. We walk away, but if Graves is willing to melee range us, if he wants to, then we can actually turn on him with Counter-Strike coming up. And there we go. Nice double kill. If you guys enjoy watching the gameplay and listening to the commentary, then remember to like and subscribe. So, Illaoi TP's back. She wants another round. We move erratically to dodge her E. We can use our E like this because she doesn't have her ult, right? It's on cooldown. Just finish her off here. Shove the wave in and recall. We'll start working towards our Hullbreaker. I like building Hullbreaker into Illaoi because it lets you match her in the side lane. So that you can actually just match her in the split push, which is obviously really good, right? So here she lands the ult. I stay in, I don't disengage. I don't use my E because she was Wing my spirit, right? So it doesn't help much if I use my E and she's Wing my spirit, right? So, my bad. I was cocky and thought I could fight her even though she landed the E. But you know what? I just didn't respect the 060 Illaoi, my bad. But now she doesn't have her ult. That means we can just, you know, finish her off. Just obliterate her. Because like I said, half a champion. This champion is a cannon minion without her ultimate. So, we recall, we sell the D-Blade for the Hullbreaker. I'm feeling pretty strong now, so I'm willing to try to 1v2 their bot lane here if they try to show up. And here they are. So, but unfortunately, it's a bit too much movement speed because of the Ashe Ghost and Lulu heal, and the Ashe ults me to deny my stun. Also, Silas TP'd in. And yeah, I'm trying to run away here, but Yi decides to not be my Q buddy. So that's pretty unfortunate. She gets a big fat shutdown on me. Ryze manages to get the Illaoi though, which is obviously nice. Was a bit close. The fight was pretty close though, considering the Illaoi. So we run bot lane here, because I want to split push bot. However, we happen to find a Graves here, so we just go for him here. He flashes over, he R's over the wall, we flash after him. I ignite him here because I don't want him to E over the wall, because, you know, he gets cooldown whenever he autos, and I wasn't sure if it would be up or not. Here we try for a play on the Ashe, she presses R on us. I just want to disengage here. And Ashe is doing her little thing where she just runs you down. Zeri flashes, and we managed to disengage, thank goodness. Now here I want to go bot lane and split push, but Illaoi just flashes in on us. Whatever, it's fine. I'm kind of hesitant now because I see there's a lot of pressure being applied mid lane, so I don't know if I can go bot lane here. And they start making a play on our Ryze. Illaoi goes down to the tower, Silas goes down to Rise, or Rise goes down to Silas. Here, I kind of mess up here. I could probably have stayed in if I didn't use my E like that. I should have saved it for when Ashe started auto-attacking me, and I should have just started beating on the Silas. I played that pretty poorly, but I was also pretty scared because I'm a bit hesitant to team fight with my team because we're really far behind. So I shove this wave out here. I'm looking to get this tower. I'm a really big split push threat, right? I have most of the gold on our team, or a large portion of the gold on our team, and I have Hullbreaker, right? So I'm pretty big, but I'm a little bit hesitant to team fight because of how far ahead the enemy team is. So here, I just start beating on the tower. Graves comes over to stop me. We know Ashe and Lulu have gone missing from the mid lane, so I'm just going to try to go for the Graves. He dashes my stun. So I Q here. Ashe didn't actually hit me with that W, so she doesn't know I'm in the bush, so I can just burst her on the face check. There we go, we finish her off. Yi gets the shutdown. I was wishing I got that shutdown there, but it's fine. And you know what? We don't have ult, but Illaoi. But we're so far ahead of the Illaoi, we can actually try for it. We dodge her E. We don't press our E until she presses R. There we go, we finish her off. That, our hard-earned 100 gold acquired. That's definitely one of the hardest cannon minions I've ever fought. So here, we go for a fight here. Graves stole our red, but we don't want to take that. But I suppose we should have just taken that because, yeah, their whole team was there. I was pretty tempted to press yes in that surrender vote at the time. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? We press no because we have that fighting spirit. So I'm looking mid. Maybe we can make a play here. The enemy team backs off correctly. So I'm gonna go bot lane, catch that wave. Silas is coming in, making a play. They're diving deep into our tower here, so we can maybe look for something. Rise keeping them interested. Flash try for the double stun, but Ashe manages to flash in the time. Lulu flashes after, but that's fine. If Lulu flashed at the same time Ashe did, then that could have ended it much worse, but it's fine. We get our Spear of Shojin, just a really good item. Some nice ability haste. So here we can look for Baron because because a big portion of the danger in their team is dead. We can just hop onto the Graves here. Get the big fat shutdown. Really nice. Recall. And then I start working to Frozen Heart here, towards Frozen Heart. Usually I don't like building Frozen Heart. However, it's pretty good this game because they have 3 AD. But not only that, I really wanted to build against this Ashe. And Frozen Heart is a really good item into Ashe. So here, we're going for a play on the Illaoi. And yeah, we managed to drop her, not before Rise almost gets one shot. Again, nice hard-earned 100 gold. Definitely not strange at all that the 0-12 Illaoi does that. So, the enemy team kind of instant to us here. They look for a play. I went up through the top side here to cut off an escape route because my team was going to win that fight, right, without me. So I just was walking to cut off escape routes. Here, Rise does a really good catch on the Graves here, manages to E-root him. There he goes in, starts gunning down the Ashe. And we take 1 tower. 4 of them are dead, right? So we take 1 tower, 2 tower, 3 tower, 4 tower. And yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope to see you in the next one.